Hello. Okay, so I am doing a video blog. So I'm doing a vlog, currently doing a semester abroad program in France. So I'm currently studying abroad in France. I'm in a town called La Rochelle. It's like 2 hours north of Bordeaux and like 2 hours-ish south of Nantes. And yeah, it's been amazing so far. So basically I'm vlogging my experience throughout my time here. So this video is going to be the 10 biggest differences between France and the United States in comparison of universities. So, okay, let's just go. Number one, grades. Grades are so different. It literally blows my mind. I cannot comprehend the grade system in France. I still don't get it, and I've been here for a long time. So, in America, it's pretty simple. Depending on your university, things can fluctuate. They can change or stay similar if it's A minus, whatever, etc. Basically, everyone knows it goes A, B, C, D, F, okay? That's how grading is in America. It's pretty easy, pretty simple to follow. It's by a percentage, etc., okay? In France, it is like way different, like completely different scaling, not even close to being the same. They don't have GPA. The grade doesn't essentially matter as long as you pass. So the goal in France isn't to get a 4.0, isn't to get a 3.5 GPA, whatever your goal may be. The goal is just to get a 10, which is a passing grade. So it's really, really different, the mentality here on that aspect, just because people aren't aiming to get an A, they aren't aiming to get a B, whatever they might be aiming to get, they're just aiming to pass. So yeah, it's really different. The grading scale goes from 0 to 20. And in America, I mean, typically if you have like a short answer question, something like that, you're not going to get a 0. You might get a few points for trying at least no. In France, they show no mercy. If you don't know what the question was on, 0. No way trying to weave your way around and tie it into a different context, 0, 0, 0. You will not get any points for the question. It's insanely intense. Another thing, 20 is almost unattainable. So it's like réservé pour Dieu is what they say. So reserved for God, essentially. And yeah, it's really, really hard to get 20. So getting 100 in the US is not uncommon. If you get a quiz back, you'll have a 10 out of 10. No. In the France, absolutely not. Getting a 20 on something is really, really tough. Anything better than like a 15, even a 14 is considered really, really good here. So 14 out of 20 in the US, not going to be the best. 14 out of 20 here, excellent. Crazy different scale. It blows my mind. It's unbelievable. Number 2, campus, or lack thereof, I should say. In France, you don't have a university campus. You'll have campus, which is essentially just the building where everything from that university is housed. You don't have dorms. You don't have a dining hall. You don't have, a gym on campus. No, everything is separate. So there's like partnerships from the university and with local gyms, but that's not going to be on campus. Everything is separate throughout the town. So that's something that's really, really different, is getting there and being like, wow, it's one big building that holds all of my classes. Cool. So it's kind of convenient in the fact that you don't have to go from one side of campus to the other side of campus to get from class to class. But at the same time, you don't have the same luxuries that you would in the US with food, with transportation, blah, 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 getting to campus, all that stuff. Number 3, fashion or comfortability, I guess you could call it. In the US, it's not uncommon at all to see people going to class in sweatpants, to see people wearing a sweatshirt with their school's logo on it, whatever, right? We're comfortable, we're happy, we're just chilling. In France, students are going to look a lot better. You're not going to see sneakers. You're not going to see tennis shoes. You're not going to see Crocs and Birkenstocks, etc. You're going to see nice polished boots or nice little loafers. Number 4. This kind of relates back to the whole campus idea, how there is not a campus in France. There's not a cafeteria. You're not going to have like a dining hall. You'll have like a cafeteria where your options are like a pre-made sandwich, this like pasta that you can heat up. This isn't my university, of course. It's subjective to all the universities, but typically in France, you're going to have these cafeteria style things. What else can you get? I mean, for breakfast, you can get like a croissant, a pain au chocolat. You can buy water bottles, there's vending machines, but that's it. Number 5, homework. Okay, so in the US, homework is like pretty typical. With any course that you're going to have, you should expect to have homework associated with it. A 3 credit hour class is going to have 3 credit hours, quote unquote, outside of class that you're going to do. So that's what you would expect with classes, with all that kind of stuff. Here in France, no, you don't have that. It's kind of like you learn as you go. So it's a whole different system. It's a whole different way of learning. I really had to adjust when I got here to like the different style, not going home and being like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do that. I'm like, wait, I don't have anything to do, because you really don't. And so it's really nice in that sense. But in the same sense, it's like really easy to procrastinate here. So people aren't going to go home and be like, okay, I need to study this, I need to study that, I need to study that. They're going to be like, okay, class is over, blah, 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 let's go on with the rest of my day. And so it's just a different mindset. It's a whole different style of learning, a whole different way of life, essentially. And yeah, you don't really have homework. You'll have group work, which brings me to number 6, group work. You'll have group work throughout your classes, but a lot of it is actually done like in class. So it's not, I mean, you do definitely do work outside of class, don't get me wrong. You meet up with your groups outside of class and you do that. But a lot of the work is a lot different. It's a different type of work than you would do in the US. Insane. So exams in the US, you're going to have like 3 exams throughout the course of the semester, and then a final exam and all your group work on top of that, and that's going to make up like the accumulation of your grades. In France, it's so different. You won't have any exams ever throughout this semester. You're only going to have a final exam. And that brings me to number 8, which is kind of tied into number 7, and the fact that the structural, how would you say this? The structural, I don't know, the structure of the class, we'll call it. That was easy. The structure of the class is like really different. So the structure of the class in France is you're going to have 40% continuous assessment and 60% is your final exam. So literally 60% of your grade is the end exam that you take, the only exam that you take. And so that's why a lot of it isn't focused on homework and group work and doing in-class assignments and stuff like that, but more so focused on learning the material over the course of time and then eventually taking that exam and making sure that you pass it. Number 9, your interaction with your professors. So in the US, it kind of depends, varying on your school, whether you'll have like a really tight-knit relationship with your professors or if it's kind of distant. So it really depends on the school. My school, I have a really close-knit relationship with my professors. They care about my well-being, they care about my personal development, they want to see me succeed, they really care about their students. Again, depends on the university. I can't speak for every university, but here it's just a contrast with mine. But in France, I found the opposite to be true. So professors are definitely caring and helpful if you seek them out and seek their advice and seek whatever you want from them. But there's really no personal relationship. It's pretty much all professional. So they give you the information that you need and that's it. They're not going to ask you, what's your major? What are you studying? Like, what year are you? Blah, blah, blah. Number 10. So number 10 is something that I found incredibly frustrating during my application process, during my time coming to France, during my beginning of the school year, but it's communication and efficiency in France. So the French are not efficient at all in their communication. You can send an email and it can take you a week to get a response, and that's not unusual. And so that's something that I really had to adapt to, because I'm used to sending an email and getting a response within the next 2 hours, right? I mean, it's pretty quick that you're going to get a response in the US versus in France. I mean, you literally might have to wait 14 days to get a response. So they're really not at all efficient with their communication. And again, this is based on the culture. The French culture is really a lot more relaxed. It's a lot more chill. It's a lot more calm than the US culture. In the US, it's kind of the stereotypical go, go, go is kind of what you see in a university setting. Versus in France, it's like, it's okay. You have the whole semester, you know? Like, we'll get the information eventually, but like until then, just hang out. You know, it's all right. Don't worry. And it's like, how am I not supposed to worry? Like, I need the information now. I need to make sure this works. And like, you just kind of got to go with it. You just kind of got to develop that like relaxed mentality and be like, it's okay, like it'll work out. It's like, yeah, you'll have this on Tuesday, you'll have this on Friday. You know, class got canceled today, we'll reschedule it later. We don't know when, but we'll let you know when we're rescheduling it for. So it really just depends. It's like, I mean, it's so different than the US. That's like a big change. So thank you guys all for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, this is really weird because like talking to a camera is really odd for me because I'm not like a YouTuber. I mean, I guess I am essentially now. But I haven't been in the past. So I apologize for any faults in this video because I know there's a lot of faults and there's a lot of little mishaps here and there. but I promise I'll get better as time goes on. The next video that I'm going to post is going to be a video of a trip that I took to Monaco, to Italy, and to Nice in the south of France. So that's going to be more of like a travel vlog style with like music and all that kind of stuff. So go ahead and watch that video if you guys want. I haven't posted it yet, but I will post it in like, I don't know, maybe 24 hours. So stay tuned for that video. Thank you guys all for watching. I really appreciate it. Now I really feel like a YouTuber and it's getting really weird. Okay, so thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. I am literally a YouTuber. Okay, but thank you guys so much, and toodaloo.